Hey, cats, it's Groundhogs Day. We're here to talk about midterms. Day 4. You know the deal? You want to hit? Here you go.
I put my ballot in, but so it got misread, but then what was happening?
Put it in there,
Yeah.
and tonight a Republican and a Democrat will sit and go through all of the misread ballots all over the county
Okay.
and count them, and it will get counted.
Okay. And
Okay.
then both machines were not working. Yeah.
No, nothing's working in the
Okay.
last half hour, nothing.
No perfect election. Yesterday was not a perfect election, but again, we will learn from it and do better. I would say again, this team, our techs and our poll workers worked quickly to get these issues fixed.
In Arizona, for example, there is no declared winner in the Senate race or in the governor's race. At this point, it seems likely that both Kari Lake and Blake Masters will win. We'll be speaking to Kari Lake in just a minute about that. But according to news reports, the official results may not be in for more than a month. A month. Officials in Arizona told CNBC today that they are, quote, prepared to work through Thanksgiving and possibly Christmas as well. That means results by New Year's in a race that was held in early November. That seems late. How late is it? Well, by comparison, the results of the 1862 midterm elections, which were tabulated by candlelight without machines or even electricity in the middle of a raging civil war, were clear before the end of the week. That was the entire country. Arizona is a single state, which, by the way, is a fraction the size of Florida, which, as you may have noticed, counted its votes in less than a day. So did Brazil, an entire country.
Hey, savage deplorables. So I had to start off there with that clip from Tucker explaining to you that the midterms during the Civil War, done by candlelight, no electricity, no machines, was completed by the end of the week. Yet here we are in Arizona, like you said, and the counters here are talking about they're willing to go ahead and work through Thanksgiving if need be. This is criminal at this point. There should be an investigation launched. And this is not like a Trumpsicles, like, fucking, we won this election. No, this is obvious definition of shenanigans, man. In case you didn't watch the previous videos or you've been living under a rock, here in Arizona, elections have become the laughing stock, if it was funny, right? On election day, immediately problems. Tabulating machines not working. Printers running out of paper, people being turned away from polls. Basically, either put your ballot in this fucking unmarked box that we promise will get counted, or go somewhere else, basically. The judges refusing to let polls stay open for 3 measly hours after all these shenanigans during the day. Basically, it doesn't matter if people got their vote in. The rules are the rules, except for when you need to institute the rules. You know what I'm saying? You see, like in Pennsylvania, they're basically like, not only do they leave them open for an extra 3 hours, but they're like, we're going to add, 2 days onto the counting process, which, don't get me wrong, that's not cool. Again, that's fucking shenanigans. But it's people, trying to at least put on the sham of accommodation. Where here in Arizona, they're like, fuck you. You got your vote in or you didn't. And if you're lucky, we'll have the shit counted by fucking New Year's. I mean, this is criminal, man, right? And again, you have one of the people in the campaign that's in charge of our elections. Where is she? Where's Katie Hobbs, man? Why isn't she out here speaking on the election process? Why isn't she out here taking it on the chin for her office fucking failing, man? You know what I mean? Again, it's beyond fucking nincompoopery. It's beyond shenanigans at this point. It's criminal. You know what I'm saying? Florida, much larger state, had their shit counted by the end of the day. You know what I mean? What is the problem, man? And it's not just the gubernatorial, it's also the Senate race. And it's crazy because you got Kelly, who's a fucking Democrat darling, right? Simply because, he's a sock puppet that's easily pushed over by the likes of fucking bedriddens with biddens. You know what I'm saying? And, his wife was fucking shot, so they're anti-gun. That's all that dude's got, man. I mean, most people don't even realize he was an astronaut. Really, if you're not into, studying space program, or you don't live in Arizona, what have you, most people probably don't even know who the fucking dude is, man. You know what I'm saying? And then obvious Carrie Lake, right? The establishment absolutely hates her, man, because she, embraces Trump as, her friend. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because she doesn't buy in to you can't ask questions about certain elections. They can't stand her. The machine is working overtime to keep her away, man. Especially because Arizona has become pivotal in federal elections. And, they surely don't want an America First person running this state. As far as the rest of the country's concerned, obviously, Republicans fucking failed, man. It was supposed to be this red tsunami. It was barely a red piss stream. You know what I'm saying? They took control of, Congress, by, a decent margin as far as, they're going to have, the majority regardless. The Senate, it's a little more slim there pickings, man. It seems that, people would rather have a literal fucking potato that can't say his own name, in the Senate than, anyone with an R after their name or anyone that's making coherent sense. And that particular race, don't get me wrong, Oz is a terrible fucking candidate. Trump was complete fucking idiot for fucking endorsing the dude. He has dual loyalties. He's got his citizenship in Turkey as well. That is not somebody that I want in my Senate. But at the same time, you'd almost vote for fucking, a toaster over the potato that got in there. I mean, at least the toaster has actual functions. You know what I'm saying? Michigan chose tyranny, school lockdowns, and fucking killing grandmas, again, over common sense. New York chose BLM fires and more violence. Again, though, I mean, the terrible Republican candidates running in place, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm saying, hey, this Republican should have won, because the Republican was fucking terrible, too. But that Republican didn't kill thousands of fucking senior citizens by sending fucking COVID patients to nursing homes, right? You'd think you'd want to get rid of that element. Instead, I literally have people on my timeline back home in Michigan celebrating the re-election of fucking Gretchen Whitmer. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, dude, I have never been so ashamed to fucking know people in my damn life than I do at this current point in history. And it just keeps getting worse, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not even talking the political, diagram of fucking right versus left. I'm talking about fucking, coherency versus fucking complete mental retardation. You know what I mean? You got Boebert struggling, tied with her race in Colorado. Oh, it is? And that wasn't supposed to happen either, right? That was supposed to be an easy coast to victory, man. And don't get me wrong, you did have some people with no issues, right? I mean, obvious call, immediate DeSantis, Rand Paul, Marjorie Taylor Greene, all these people coasted to victory without issue. And so much so that you're not even hearing about it on the news, because those were like embarrassing lopsided wins. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want you to even hear about that. They just want you to know that, the red wave didn't happen and they took a slimmer majority than what was anticipated. But overall, this a terrible time in America. I mean, you got a lot of shenanigans. Again, you got people voting for fucking mental retards, illiterates, and runoffs with incumbents. It's a crazy time out here, right? But my main focus, obviously, since I live here, is Arizona. Again, pay attention, man. Look how this shit is going, because it's definitely not copacetic. Again, Florida, a much larger state, was able to have their fucking tabulations done by the end of election day. here we are on day 4, like I said, fucking Groundhogs Day, and it's still, well, votes are rolling in large fucking swaths. Like, they should have rolled in fucking a minimum of 48 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on, man? All right? But you guys know the deal. You want to come on, tell me I'm bullshitting, debate me, fucking, pick apart what I just said, whatever. I'd be more than happy to have you come on, man. All right? Other than that, smell you later.